It's so good. Oh my god, I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful. Oh, hey. Sorry, you just got me during my daily prayer to this piece of celestial matter right here. See, it was sent to us from the heavens. It's just that good.
Okay, so I might lie just a little bit. This movie is not God's gift to mankind. I might not even say it's a good movie, but it's a movie that means a heck of a lot to me. And so if I see even one of you speaking any semblance of shit in the comments, you will not be walking away from this review. You won't have the fucking legs to do so, buddy. Anyways, yeah. On to the review, yay! Now, before we talk about the movie, we should probably talk about the show that preceded the movie. The original Teen Titans. Watching this show gives me the same feeling as drinking chocolate milk.
It's pretty good.
The show follows 5 teenage superheroes, Robin, Starfire, Beast Boy, Raven, and Cyborg, collectively known as the Teen Titans. Who'da guessed? And so the show deals with not just their problems with being heroes, but also with being teenagers. You might be able to tell from that, but the show is part comedy, part drama, and part action, all at the same time. The show, for a kids cartoon in the early 2000s, does a good job actually developing characters. There are a plethora of episodes that tie specifically to one character and give them each a bunch of stories and arcs that they all go through, and it's pretty well done. These can revolve around external forces, ooh, bad guys, you know, internal forces like, oh, maybe they have a problem with one of the other team members, who knows? Or even problems with their family. Although I will say there's one family member in this show who I personally wouldn't deem a problem at all. It's fucking Silky, that dude's badass. So yeah, by the end of the show, each character felt like a legitimate human. And as a beautiful conclusion, the final episode of the series is just an episode about Beast Boy getting dumped. But that's not a satisfactory conclusion. What are the showrunners gonna do?
Write the Third Testament.
Oh, also, it's important to note, the series took a lot of cues and inspiration from Japanese animation, aka anime. In regards to both animation and humor, there are a lot of parallels, and they're not hard to find. And so, can you guess where the movie takes place? That's right, the writers get to enact their wet dreams. Hey, McFly.
Huh?
Just write that movie about whatever you want. Nobody cares.
You mean it?
Yeah, nobody gives a shit. Go nuts. But anyways, the moment you've all been waiting for. Here's the plot. A mysterious supervillain named Psychotech attacks Jump City, home of the Teen Titans. Was Psychotech ever in the show beforehand? No. But anyways, Mr. Gundam over here decides to just kablooey the Teen Titans tower, it's a big T, but ends up getting captured by the Teen Titans. He's interrogated by Robin, and he doesn't say much, but what he does say is he was sent by a man named Brushogun. He then proceeds to do a sick kick maneuver, hitting the sprinkler system above him and disappears into the water. Robin does a quick Google search to learn more about Brushogun and then says, "Titans, pack your things. We're going to Japan." Then the opening credits roll and just, the writers can't contain themselves.
God, I'm so lucky. I love anime. And cocaine. Okay. Oh, I'm just so quirky. I can't control my urges.
The team heads out to Tokyo, and in order to learn the Japanese language, Starfire kisses some random civilian on the lips. But that makes Robin a little jealous. Whoa. But uh-oh, here comes Rip-Off Godzilla, and he's just showed up, and he's destroying the entire city. The team all try and fail to take down the thing, and it's important to note, Robin kinda inadvertently kills a bunch of innocent pedestrians on a bullet train by accident. Okay. And also, Beast Boy gets this green splooch on his shirt. I don't know. But just when all hope seems lost, the weird Japanese police force shows up and takes down the thing. They have a bunch of weird lacrosse-looking doodads that makes a lightsaber cage and captures the Gobzubida. It also goes down very easily. These police dudes are led by a man named Commander Daizo. He's a little bit patronizing of the Titans though, considering they're kids and also not from Tokyo. But upon giving the Titans a tour of his compound for the Tokyo Troopers, as they're called, he tells Robin that Brushogun is nothing but an urban legend. Disappointed in this info, Robin just says, yeah, let's go back. But the rest of the team is like, nope, we're staying here, we want a vacation. Beast Boy wants to go to the comic factory, it's closed, god damn it. But with that irrefutable argument, Robin's convinced to stay. He and Starfire go on the grope boat. Cyborg goes to an all-you-can-eat buffet. Raven goes to look for more info on Brushogun and also buys gum. Remember that information, it's important. And Beast Boy just sits and mopes outside of the comic book factory. His words, not mine.
Us real virgins know that it's called manga. God!
But then a random schoolgirl comes up and calls him an otaku, and then he chases after her, and thank God that's the end of that scene. So the writers know what otaku means, but they don't know manga. What the fuck? This is all the while secret operatives of Brushogun, who yes is real, start spying on our protagonists. We then cut to Robin and Starfire sitting on the Japanese Eiffel Tower, where they're very thoughtfully discussing the responsibilities of heroes. Robin's still a little bit conflicted considering he still believes that heroes don't need vacations, and that kind of makes Starfire sad. They almost kiss, but Robin right before realizes, oh wait, Brushogun has to be real because who would have sent Psychotech? I mean, good thing too. He came this close to displaying heterosexuality. So then he goes off to look for more clues and Starfire's sad again. Meanwhile, Cyborg's having some issues at the all-you-can-eat place. See, he's eating all he can eat, which is too much, and the chefs are a little bit mad at him. Beast Boy follows the schoolgirl into a karaoke place, and yeah. I don't know what the f you guys want me to say about this scene. It's just, there's so many questions. No. I hate this scene. Karaoke is reprehensible. Regular Show is the only show that did it right. If you really want to know what happens, just go watch the thing for yourself. I'm keeping my hands clean. Cut back to Robin, and he's brooding on top of a building with a stress ball. See, it's a Psychotech brand stress ball, though. That's why he gets the glare gun in his hands. But then Psychotech shows up again. Holy moly, he looks different, too. He does some weird stuff, too, like not have any bones. And he kinda messes Robin up too. I mean, he's really cool. I mean, at least until Robin pushes him and himself down a billboard that plummets thousands of feet onto the ground below. Again, potentially crushing pedestrians. And then still, even after the billboard and the body hit the ground, Robin continues to beat the corpse of Psychotech. I mean, the people around him are given the same look I would be given. And so the Tokyo Troopers show up and place our good friend Robin under arrest. Then Daizo shows up and he's real smug about it. He's like, I am sorry, my friend. Like, no, you shut your mouth. Meanwhile, everything goes wrong for everyone else. Cyborg gets kicked out of the food place. Beast Boy's worried about having too many girls. I don't know. And Raven successfully finds a book on Brushogun. I guess that's not bad. And Starfire is sad again. She's very sad that Robin is not interested in her at the moment. And so she vents to a little kid who doesn't end up saying anything, but it helps her anyways. Meanwhile, Robin's in a truck being escorted to like Japanese prison or something, but it then explodes thanks to a note from Brushogun that just kind of floats in there. You can't question these things, man! And so yeah, Robin's set free. Meanwhile, everyone else is attacked by these badass mofos. This yellow ball thing tries to eat Cyborg. That girl Beast Boy was following turns out to be a pink Catwoman, not affiliated. Starfire gets shot at in the sky by either Mega Man or Astro Boy, whichever one you feel like today. And Raven gets attacked by a ghost. Ooh. Pretty cool scene though, nice action and creative visuals.
But brace yourselves, hold on to your pants. We're about to head into the most batshit scene in the entire movie.
So Robin, who's on the run, almost gets mugged by a Yakuza member in an alleyway. He proceeds to beat up the Yakuza member, take his clothes, dress up as said Yakuza member, then head to a bar, beat up everyone there, and interrogate the bartender about Brushogun. The guy says that yeah, Brushogun's real, the police just tell us not to speak his name because it supposedly incites more evil. Then, if there weren't enough allusions to Akira beforehand, he then steals a bike that looks just like the one from that movie, and then rides off into the streets, where he gets cornered by the police, of course. Thankfully, Starfire swoops in and saves him by just grabbing him. Bye-bye, bike. Demon X Machina, Demon X Machina. Shut your bitch ass up. They go back to some weird temple thing where they're off the grid, I assume, and they almost kiss again. Whoa, big development. But then the rest of the team just kind of shows up and opens the door right before they do, and yeah, it's really cool. So then Cyborg just blurts out, yeah, we've been running tests on all these scars that these motherfuckers gave us, and yeah, it's all ink. And then Raven, conveniently, starts telling us the story of Brushogun. Supposedly some manga artist wished so desperately that his creations were real. And goddamn, if there aren't parallels to the real world there.
She's real to me, goddammit!
But his wish came true, at a terrible price. His bones turned to paper, his skin turned to ink, and his balls turned into Beyblades. With this logic, anything's possible. But yeah, now he's a monster thing. But once Raven's done telling that story, all the guys who are after the, cops, chefs, girls, they all show up to the temple and the Teen Titans are on the run again. They end up back at the comic book factory, and they just so happen to find the guy who was behind everything all along, Daizo.
No.
But no, Daizo is not Brushogun. Brushogun is the only villain that Daizo ever caught. Daizo then used Brushogun to create ink villains that he could capture himself so that he could seem like even more of a hero. So that's right, he's been keeping Brushogun in a printing press this entire time. And my god, he looks like a raisin. Then Brushogun's like, oh yeah, I sent the original Psychotech just to get you here. That second Psychotech, that was sent by Daizo. But so then the Tokyo Troopers show up, and while fighting back, Robin, continuing his killing spree, accidentally beheads one of them. Turns out he's ink too, and so the Titans are just like, alright, yeah, we can kill him. And kill they do. They corner Daizo, who then proceeds to jump into the printing press that he has captured Brushogun in, and then he turns into this thing. So yeah, then a really cool fight scene occurs. Oh, look at all the pretty colors. Robin pulls Brushogun out of safer Daizo's chest. Brushogun then thanks Robin for saving him, and then he just disappears. And then Daizo just inflates and explodes. He's alive though. And then obviously Starfire got hurt in the explosion or something. I don't f***ing know. So then Robin goes to save her, and they finally kiss. Thank God. And then Cyborg says the greatest line in all of cinematic history.
Well, it's about time.
Then the movie ends with the mayor of Tokyo throwing a festival and saying, oh yeah, I'm sorry about earlier guys, I kinda messed up. And Beast Boy says, next time we're on vacation, we're going to Mexico. And obviously that goes over well. Oh. And remember earlier how Raven ate gum? Well now, she's a mascot for gum. Cool, right? That's the movie. So yeah, as a movie, this isn't very good. As a TV movie, it's fine. Is this a good conclusion to the original Teen Titans series? No, it really only focuses on a basic plotline between Robin and Starfire. And when I say basic, I mean very basic. All of the other team members are just really shafted in this movie. When the show did as good of a job as it did, trying to give the team a proper dynamic and also establishing the personalities of all the characters, it's not hard to say that this movie is a little bit of a disservice to that. As well as that, this movie would have been greatly benefited if someone who was actually in the show was the antagonist. Give me Slade. Give me Mumbo goddamn Jumbo. Give me Blackfire.
God, why can't she be real?
So, why do I like this movie?
I don't know. Okay, so you remember those like ink villains from earlier? Yeah, I think their designs are actually pretty cool. The colors really pop, and it makes sense too. They're trying to make it so that like they all match up with colors that they actually use in like printing for comic books and everything. You know how they have the very specific color palette that they mix together to make all the other colors too? I think that's a neat touch. Is this the exact same reason I like Spider-Man Friend or Foe? Yeah.
I like villains who don't have bones and can do goop shit. I don't know why.
These characters have cool designs and also are made of ink, which is classified under goop shit. Clayface is also under that, and I like Clayface. Venom, Carnage, all the symbiotes are also goop shit, so that's cool. They definitely get those points from me. This movie's just also nostalgic to me, and I know that's an excuse for a lot of things, but yeah, it just is. When I was growing up, there were very few DVDs that I watched more than this, any SpongeBob DVD, or a disc from Justice League Unlimited that had an episode where Lex Luthor got a bunch of Venom-looking tendrils from Brainiac that classify for me under, you guessed it, goop shit. I watched that one so many times that I wore out the DVD just from watching it too much. I have a problem. Other than that, there is nothing to this movie. In regards to themes, I guess everyone can have a vacation sometimes. There are corrupt police forces. Teen Titans staying topical, I guess. And other than that, nothing. The score is fine. The animation is just as good as the TV show, essentially. There is Nothing else to say.
If I were to rate this movie, on TV movie standards, maybe a 5 out of 10, and that's probably being a little bit generous. On real movie standards, maybe a 2 or 3 out of 10, and that's definitely being generous. But if we're talking about the movie in my house, it's a 10 out of 10, baby, you already know. So this movie is full of predictable twists, a bare bones theme, a bunch of characters that have nothing to do, and is essentially just a vessel for the writers to fulfill their fantasies. Sounds bad. It is. But in those fantasies is a pretty cool turn your brain off plot with a bunch of cool snazzy character designs. A little sprinkle of cool action here and there, and just a whole lot of pretty colors to just lose some brain cells to. So, in a way, maybe this movie is a gift to mankind. It's a piece of media that's so unimportant, so unequivocally mind-numbing, so mid, that it completely distracts us from the horrible, harsh realities of the outside world. That's impressive. Thank you. I've probably got to go make myself throw up now. I've had this box since I was 6 and I have no idea where it's been. Ugh.
Please subscribe to the channel now. I have no money, you fuck. I have no money and college is not that cheap, so please pay up and subscribe.